Here's a list of the top 20 global news stories as of February 22, 2025. US exempts security funds from aid freeze. Humanitarian programs suffer. The US has prioritized security funding over humanitarian aid, sparking debate over its foreign policy priorities as of February 21, 2025. Berlin Holocaust Memorial stabbing. A suspect was arrested after a knife attack at Berlin's Holocaust Memorial on February 21, 2025, raising concerns about rising anti-Semitism in Europe. Ceasefire in Gaza. Hostage release begins. On February 22, 2025, a ceasefire deal between Hamas and Israel saw the release of hostages, including Omer Shem Tov, held since October 7, 2023, marking a pivotal moment in the conflict. US Supreme Court rejects Trump's bid to fire watchdog agency head. On February 21, 2025, the court declined Trump's request to immediately remove a regulatory agency head, signaling limits to executive power. Ukraine faces Starlink cutoff over minerals dispute. Reports on February 21, 2025, indicate the US may disconnect Ukraine from Starlink unless it secures a deal on critical minerals, escalating tensions in the war. Mexico's inflation ticks up. A Reuters poll from February 21, 2025, suggests rising inflation in Mexico in early February, impacting North American economic stability. India shifts focus to growth as inflation eases. India's rate panel, per minutes released February 21, 2025, is prioritizing economic growth, reflecting a shift in global monetary policy trends. Singapore's $3.7 billion stock market boost, announced on February 21, 2025. Singapore rolled out tax rebates and a major program to revitalize its financial markets. Hungary taps ex-rate setter as central banker. On February 21, 2025, Hungary's ruling party moved to appoint a former rate setter, influencing European financial dynamics. False killer whales strand in Tasmania. Over 150 whales stranded on February 19, 2025, off Australia's coast, drawing global attention to marine conservation. Bolsonaro charged in Brazil coup plot. Former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro faced charges on February 18, 2025, for allegedly orchestrating a coup after the 2022 election, shaking Latin American politics. Ireland considers ban on Israeli settlement trade. On February 18, 2025, Ireland debated becoming the first Western nation to ban trade with Israeli settlements, stirring international controversy. UK inflation surges in January, reported on February 19, 2025. UK inflation rose unexpectedly, challenging the Bank of England's economic forecasts. US homebuilder sentiment hits 5-month low on February 21, 2025. US homebuilder confidence dropped, signaling potential housing market woes. Fed's QT pause offers bond relief. The US Federal Reserve's pause on quantitative tightening, noted on February 21, 2025, may temporarily ease pressure on US bonds. German snap election looms. Set for February 23, 2025. Germany's snap election is poised to reshape European politics amid growing instability. Trump criticizes Zelensky. On February 21, 2025, Trump escalated criticism of Ukraine's President Zelensky, straining US-Ukraine relations. Apple drops full encryption for UK iPhone users. On February 21, 2025, Apple ceased offering end-to-end encryption in the UK, bowing to government pressure and igniting privacy debates. Plains region faces extreme cold. Temperatures in the US plains dropped to the negative 20s and 30s starting February 18, 2025, prompting weather emergency responses. Palo Alto and SonicWall security flaws exploited. As of February 19, 2025, critical vulnerabilities in firewall systems CVE 2025-0108 and CVE 2024-53704 are being exploited. Persista, threatening global cybersecurity.